everyone, it's Lynette with Charmed Grammy Crochet. How are you today? Today is Thursday. Hopefully you'll get this today, but maybe not till tomorrow. But I want to welcome you to my channel. Charmed Grammy Crochet it's a yarn channel. I started as a yarn channel, but I do travel videos now that we've retired and travel. So if you like either of those things, please stay tuned. Today is a yarn video, not a travel video, but we have traveled, well, sightseed. I guess it's more traveling sightseeing than just travel. We went to SeaWorld and I posted a video about that. Then, what's today? Thursday. Tuesday, we went to Busch Gardens and I haven't posted that video yet. And I haven't done my 10-minute crochet along, or 10-minute crochet knit challenge. I did knit yesterday, but the day that we went to Busch Gardens, I walked a lot. I was tired. I did not knit. I did not pick up a crochet hook either. It was dark on the way home, and on the way there, we're seeing things we haven't seen. So when we're driving, I like to knit or crochet while I'm driving. But if it's roads I haven't been on before, I'm sightseeing, and I don't generally knit or crochet while I'm doing that because I end up just holding the yarn in my hands and not really doing anything with it. I always take it, but a lot of times it just sits in the back seat. And that's how it was on Tuesday. Wednesday, we did some errands, but basically we just like hung out and rested because I walked a lot. And my knees are good. I had knee replacement last year. Roy had knee replacements. Over the last 2 years, we had all 4 knees done. And the knees were good, but I don't know, my ankle starts to hurt really bad after a while. And my back, I have no core muscles, so after a while my back hurts. And I put in over 13,000 steps at Busch Gardens. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Busch Gardens. It was our first time. I've never been there before. And you'll see the video. But I was really surprised that they used to have that big, huge clock that said Busch Gardens. I didn't see that anywhere, so I'm assuming they don't have it anymore. And they have roller coasters there, which I never thought they had that kind of a ride. But they did. And we were there on a weekday. Not all of the shows were open. But if you wanted to ride a roller coaster, oh my goodness, that was the perfect day to go. I think you could have just hopped on immediately. You know, if you found the roller coaster you like, I don't think there was a line on any of the roller coasters. I love roller coasters. They don't love me so much anymore, so we don't do them. We're just, too much jostling around. I already have back issues. I'm not doing that anymore. But we enjoyed ourselves very much there, and I will do a video, but I just haven't had time. As I said, this is a crochet video. I did not do the knitting challenge yesterday because everything I did was to finish the sweater I'm working on for my granddaughter. It is, a week before Christmas. I need to get this thing in the mail. She has other Christmas presents coming, so it's not this is the only one. And I know that the day she gets them, she's going to open them up. The other kids will be seeing, and so their Christmas stuff is coming in person. But this particular grandchild we won't be seeing for Christmas. She'll be in Ohio the whole time. So anyway, long story short, I had to finish her sweater and I had to just knuckle down and get it done. And I did. So it is a pattern by Brianna Kay. I think it's called the Toasty Wheat Sweater. I think it's in my description box. If it's not, it should be. It should be in there. I'm pretty sure it is. She wanted a purple sweater with blue butterflies. So purple yarn, I used this dark, I'm going to tell you this so I can get it out of my way. This is Bernat Premium. They don't make this yarn anymore, apparently. I bought these at Ollie's. I think I bought 6, and I had like 4.5 left. This is what's left out of the 4.5. It is a very, very soft yarn. I really like the yarn itself. This color was called, I think, Deep Purple. There were 7 ounces, 360 yards, which is 198 grams, 329 meters. I had 4.5, and this is what I have left. It's just acrylic. But it's really a nice soft acrylic. Glides through your fingers, but it splits really easy. So that was my only sad point with this, is that it splits real easy. And I did use all of those, so those can go in. I used to save my ball bands so I could count them and add up how much yarn I used at the end of every year. I threw away 35 ball bands when we moved into this camper full time, of just different yarns. And so I'm not saving the ball bands anymore, but I am still trying to work on a graph gan, and I just use these to make the bobbins out of. I find it really convenient. I have a bunch of them. I should probably throw this away, but I'm going to not. I'm going to hang on to them for the next rest of my graphs. Now that this sweater is done, I feel like I can breathe and work on some other things. But and in graphs, I will be doing the next graph. I have it sitting here waiting, but the sweater had to be top priority, and I don't know. I don't get as much crocheting and retired as I did working. I don't understand that. Anyway, this is what's left of that. It's just a scrap, and it's just going to go in with the scraps that I use on the graph gans. Then I used, because I decided that might not be enough yarn. Thank goodness I made this decision. And I brought these yarns from home, just out of my stash. Like, I went stash shopping before we left to come. I left Ohio in October. And I thought, well, just in case, I'm going to bring a color I could trim out or add in, or, something, just in case the purple wouldn't be enough. But per the pattern, I knew I was going to be a little bit short. And my original, and I'll show you the whole sweater in a minute, but my original idea was there's ribbing around the collar, there's ribbing on the sleeves and on the bottom. And I thought, if I run short of the deep purple, maybe I will use this as an accent and do the ribbing in it. My hair looked way better before. Anyway, this is Big Twist, or not Big Twist, this is Impeccable. And the color is called Lavender. Petunia. The color is Petunia. I had a full skein and a partial skein. I used up the partial skein. 285 yards, 4.5 ounces, 4-weight acrylic, 260 meters, 127.5 grams. So I have this much left of one. I probably used a full skein. I'm probably had about this much to start with on the partial skein that I had. So another ball band. We'll just stick it in the ball band stash over here. Then she wanted blue butterflies. So I made some butterflies, and I've attached them, and I'm happy with it. I hope you guys like it too, but I used this mainstay. Isn't that a glorious blue? Oh my gosh, it looks a little brighter in the screen than it is in person, but it's a beautiful blue. And I don't know that they name their colors. Little Ridge Crochet. Oh no, that's what's on there's a label apparently. I mean a pattern. Let's see. I use clippy clips to hold the labels on sometimes. Worsted Ombre, 397 yards, 366 363 meters, 7 ounces, 198.4 grams. I think, isn't Mainstays, isn't that Walmart's yarn? I don't see a color name on here. Teal. A beautiful blue. I don't know. You call it whatever you want. Anyway, maybe it's called Peacock. I don't know. You know, clippy clips work really good, cheap at the dollar store. So I used some of that, and this scrap of a Red Heart Super Saver is the other color, called Wildflower. I think that's really got beautiful colors in it. Also 4-weight acrylic, and originally 236 yards, 250 meters on the skein. Obviously we don't have that anymore. This is like less than just scraps of a scrap, you know. You know how that goes. So I'm gonna put another clippy clip to hold it together. Love that. So now let's see. I have 2 different kinds of butterflies on here. The bigger butterfly is a Bag O' Day pattern. The smaller butterfly, I'll have those linked in my description box. I made 2 of the big ones, and I made 2 of the small ones. And my thought was that I would just, you know, put these on and make my original thought was make a bunch of small ones, and then I decided, I saw the big one. I didn't know how big it was going to be by, you know, the Bag O' Day pattern, and I thought, well, I'm going to make one and see how big it is. Well, I made 2, and they looked, because they're puffy, you follow the tutorial and then you sew them in half. So it's thick, puffy, and I thought too much for 2. So I was going through some debating, you know, how to do this. And let me show you what I ended up with. I just need to sew this together. I'm going to send this with her because she likes butterflies. So she will get this one. But let me just show you. Hold on just a second. Okay, I always do that. I hit the wrong button. Anyway, it is way bigger than what I thought it should be. I did the extra large. She is more of a large than an extra large. And I swatched it, and my swatches weren't working out. Billy said, just go with it. So I did. Well, this darn thing fits me, and it's big. But she wanted baggy, so she'll get that. So I ordered her some lavender leggings and black leggings that she'll get in a couple of days to go under it, and she can wear it like a shirt dress, or she can put jeans under it, but it's a good size. And I hope that she loves it. And this is how it turned out. I think the butterflies look really cute. Oops, this one is folding up. I think the butterflies just add a little bit of cuteness to it. If she doesn't like them, they can cut them off. And I won't be upset. So that's how that turned out. I'm going to sew that other butterfly up. And tomorrow, this Mama Jamma is going to the post office. I don't know where a post office is, but I'm sure Google can tell me. Okay, hold on just a minute. Oh yay, I hit the right button. So I normally would ship with Pirate Ship, but I just don't have shipping materials here. So I'm just gonna go to, I do have some shipping tape, but I don't have like a box or a bag, and I don't have a scale and to measure, you know, to weigh. So I'm just gonna go to the post office and get a box that fits in, you know, one of the priority shipping boxes, and ship it that way. I know it's more expensive than if I use Pirate Ship, but like I said, I don't have a scale to weigh it, so that's an issue. We did bring a scale with us, and I could like stand on it, but we broke it, so we left it. Roy took it outside for something, and it got left in, and then it rained, and then the scale wasn't working right, so we just threw it away. So no longer do we have a scale, so that's just going to go regular. But if you're shipping, particularly if you're shipping blankets to Boggy Creek, you know, pirate ship them if you can, because it is less expensive. It does save you a good chunk of money. Speaking of Boggy Creek, just real quick, an announcement. As of today, Sky is on vacation, so if you can order, but it won't come until after the first of the year. She's on vacation. We do have a Boggy Creek swag shop, Sky's Creations, and she has done a fabulous job. Proceeds all go to Camp Boggy Creek, which is our charity of choice, camp for chronically ill children in Eustis, Florida. We so love the camp. And we send blankets to them, and we have Lynanne from Nina's Knots, of course, Nancy from She's Got Yarn Too, who is the mother of all inventions. She is our queen. Billy the Crafty Floridian works with us. We have a lot of support from a lot of people, and we raise blankets that the kids get to take home with them as souvenirs, and it's a really great cause. We will be doing an unboxing on Nancy's channel where all three of us will be together, Nancy, Lynanne, and I, at Nancy's house. We'll be there unboxing and loading. We're going to load the all the blankets into the we were donated a trailer, and thank you so much, Marie and your husband, for donating the trailer. But we were donated a trailer, and we're going over there on Sunday afternoon. We're going to put all the bags that we have so far, all the blankets so far, into the trailer. We're going to unbox some and put those into the trailer, and we will be live at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time at Nancy's. So it'll be fun to have the three of us together for Boggy again. And we'll probably get into some shenanigans. Who knows? Let's see. So that's that. That's the swag shop. We do have a Facebook group. Please feel free to join. We have a email. All is listed in the description box below. Done. So that can go get put away. Now, the next thing I want to talk to you about is I have been doing a 10-minute knit challenge on my channel. I have been knitting, oh goodness, here it is, on a scraps of yarn left over from the Christmas Nana June blanket that I made for Boggy Creek kids, and just doing the purl stitch. I'm just practicing the purl stitch. So all the colors are obviously red, green, and cream, because I used cream instead of white. And I have this to go into it yet too. My red is this much left to the ball. I didn't do the knit challenge for the last 2 days, as I talked about, because we were in the car, and I did knit. I did a few rows in the car. This was where I was. So I did, I don't know, 5 or 6. I don't know, I did a few rows in the car. I have this much red left. It will be several more days before that's gone. I kind of just want to concentrate on, for a day or two, knitting and getting through the red. I'm like anxious to see this completed. I think I'm not getting any really much faster at the purling, but that's okay. I mean, it's not a big deal. But I might take these leftovers and start a purple one, just like this, but knitting and purling. Whatever it is that makes it the V's, I love that. I love the look of that when you have the sweater like with all the V's. So I think you have to like knit a row and then purl the next row and knit the let me know if that's right. But I'm thinking I might take another set of while I'm doing that and doing my knit challenge, my purling challenge, I might just start with these scraps over here and do a knit challenge. I have seen on the shorts, the reels, a new way to me of casting on. I did this with just chaining and then going into the back. I started this with chaining, and then you take chaining with a crochet hook. I'm using 6mm needles, so I used a 6mm hook. Probably should have done a 7mm hook for the chain because my crochet is tighter than this purling stitch that I'm doing. Way tighter than what I purl. I chain. So I probably should have gone with a bigger hook. But that's okay, because this is just a practice. It's like just literally 100% practice and means nothing to anyone. But I chained, and then you go into the back bump with your knitting needle and put all the chain stitches on your needles. But I saw someone take a knitting needle, or maybe they used a Tunisian hook or whatever, and you still use your crochet hook, but you just like single crochet around the needle. So now they're already on the needle. I think I might try that. I think that's how it works. I'm not 100% sure. But we're going to see if that works out. If not, I'll get out my crochet hooks and try again. But I do want to, I think maybe that's what I'll do with these leftover sweater yarns. And there's no rhyme or reason. I was just doing it scrappy. As the yarn runs out, grab the next one, and as that yarn runs out. So maybe I will start with the lavender and then do the deep purple because it splits a lot. And there's not that much of it. So start with the lavender, then do the deep purple, then go to the variegated because it's got the purple. Well, maybe I should do it this way because there's more of a lavenderish versus the darker purple in the variegated, and then end up with the teal last. That would be kind of a pretty thing. I mean, there's not much of this, but that's okay because it's a scrap scarf or cowl or whatever it turns out to be. But then I'm kind of thinking, oh, I might want to try a hat, but can you make a hat without using DPNs? I don't have any. I don't want to try to figure out how to do that without an instructor. So anyway, I think I might just do like the knit a row, purl a row, knit a row, purl a row thing and see how that works out. So that's where we're at with the knitting project. I will do my 10-minute knit challenge today at some point. It might not be till later tonight. I'm trying to see what the time is. We are going... Oh, I got an hour. We are going with Lynanne and Tom to see some light display in Daytona, out by Daytona Beach. So we're excited about that, and she's going to come and pick us up, and we're all going to drive together and do that and have peppermint milkshakes. So I'm real excited to do that with them. So that's coming up, and I hope to get this video uploaded and working before we leave. If not, I'm sorry. So then the other thing that I'm working on is Luck of the Draw. I did not do my Luck of the Draw because I concentrated on that daggone sweater. I had to get it done. I wasn't done with even the back panel on Thursday last week. Today's Thursday this week. So you have seen my Luck of the Draw. It starts this way. We started with Luck of the Draw is a crochet along by Mama Swift. I'm sure you've heard me talk about it before. If you need more information, go to her channel. I'm just going to show you where I'm at. So we started with, I just want to point this out. We went, green was my first color. Then, and I love this. I love this variegated that I'm using. This is Caron Jumbo Cake. The solid colors are all Big Twist, and the big twists, the 1 pound things. And then this is, I love this yarn, Candy Crush Dash or something like that. It just works so well on this blanket. But the kids sleep in cabins at Boggy Creek, and this blanket is for them. And the cabins are colored blue, red, yellow, and green. But for a luck of the draw, you need 5 colors and a base color. So this is my base color to separate the weeks. I added cream because, you know, it's pretty neutral, goes with everything. And it's not white because they're camp. It's going to get dirty. I was thinking about that. Plus, I bought a lot of, I had a lot of cream, and I bought some more at Dollar Tree for $5 when they had those on sale. So we're incorporating creams a lot instead of white. And I don't like to use black because A, these colors are dark except for the yellow. And B, I have a hard time seeing it. So I just don't even like to work with it. So that's the cream color. So anyway, the pattern, just by luck, is going green, cream, yellow. Then we had the red and the blue. So the first 5 weeks was all 5 colors without a repeat. So that was awesome. Then we went to green and cream. Last week was the yellow. And the next week, the color picked this week for me is the red again. It's going in order. I cannot believe it. Green, green, cream, cream, yellow. The color next is yellow. Then it goes red, red. I'm using blue. Sorry, I'm not even watching what she's picking. I'm going blue next week. So that it'll be all in order. But it literally is repeating exactly the same order. I think she's doing that on purpose. How could that not? Nah, I know she's not doing it on purpose. But remarkable, right? So anyway, yellow goes next, and then the red, and then I'm just putting the blue because why not? So I will still watch Trisha's video because she's my bestest buddy. Love her to death. She and anyway, I love this pattern. This is Mama Swift's Sweet Marshmallow Kiss pattern in rose, because the Sweet Marshmallow Kiss blanket, I'm covering my microphone. The Sweet Marshmallow Kiss blanket is a square blanket, but I wanted to do back and forth rows. So she fixed that so I could do that and made rows of kisses. And that's this pattern. And it is so soft and squishy and wonderful. Everybody needs to make a blanket in this. I really kind of want to try making a sweater out of this. Don't you think that would be awesome? I think that would be really awesome. But maybe too heavy and hot. I don't know. But then it would have like these holes. So if it hangs on you, I don't know. I don't know. There is a person I would like to make a sweater for, and I'm thinking about it. Let's just go with that. I'm thinking about it. Probably won't use this pattern for a sweater, but I mean it's a great pattern, and I do love it. But I don't know if I'll use it for the sweater. I don't know that I'll even make the sweater, but you know how that I want to make list gets so long. I have about 10,000 things on my. I'm going to add that to the project list thing. I have 1 million of those. But the next project, besides maybe this knit thing, which really I should finish the first one before I start another one because knitting is slow for me. But crochet isn't going all that quick either, to be honest with you. Oh, here's the yellow. Here's my yellow. I have to make, Lynanne is almost done, but we're going to the Fiber Festival at the end of January. I don't remember what it's called, but it's here in Florida. Tampa area, I think. I am so geographically challenged. I have no idea. I'm near-ish Orlando, and it is south of me, I think. Not sure. I don't know. Anyway, we're going. I think Nancy is going. I know Lynanne and I are going. JoJo, maybe from Joe's Web. She kind of hinted, but I don't know if she's going to be able to go or not. Anyway, anybody else that wants to go, we're going to be there on, I think we're doing Saturday. We're just driving down for the day. We're not spending the night or anything, but we will be there. If you have questions about it, you can contact me. I'll end up contacting Lynanne. But they have a website. It's like Sunkissed or something. I like to rename things. So Google 2025 Fiber Festival near Tampa, Florida. You'll get it. But we would love to see you there. But anyway, we've decided that we're going to make a bag, and we picked a bag o' day, and Lynanne has started it. I have not started it. Nancy, I don't think, is going to do the one that we picked. She's doing her own thing. She wants to do a backpack. I was thinking just something throw over my shoulder, but I do like the idea of a backpack. I don't have a backpack, crochet anything. So I might convert it to backpack style. But the handles on it are braided, which I thought was really cool. And I could still braid them and throw it, do it, make it that way. But I probably won't because I'm not that creative. But Nancy liked the backpack idea because you could make a lid for it. So I think I might add a lid if I have enough yarn. I have 2 cones somewhere in the car. I have to dig them out, or under the bed. That's where my yarn stashes are. It's in the car, in totes, and under the bed. But I have 2 cones of cotton. One is cream with flecks and one is white. And I thought I would just use the cream with flecks. It's almost a whole cone. There's a lot of yarn on there. I'm sure it's enough to make and then it's real neutral, and I like that. Excuse me. There's enough yarn, I'm sure, to make the market bag, or tote bag, or whatever you want to call it. But I think I might want to add some color to it. I think the flecks are like pink and purple, so I left all the rest of my cotton at home, but I might go to Walmart or whatever and buy something that coordinates, just to add a pop of color. Lynanne is doing, there's like a section and then a strip of different colors. So she's doing blues and greens, and it's beautiful. Her colors are really cool, beachy colors. So she's got like blue and then white to separate, and then blue or green or whatever color, and then the white to separate. I think I will do the separation color as the pop of color, the little bit of pink, the little bit of purple, or whatever colors I can pick out to match out of the yarn, out of the cone. I think that'll be pretty, but it'll be like the reverse of hers. But completely different colors, so that's okay. And I might just make a flap too. We'll see. We'll see how far the yarn goes. That'll be a big indication of what I do. So that's it. That's what I've got going on. I need to get this edited, and hopefully, since I've been in Florida, the uploading process has been very slow with my videos. So this may not go up until tomorrow, but I would like to, while it's uploading, do my 10-minute knit along or 10-minute knit challenge while I'm waiting. So I'm going to put this away. Oops, no, I'm not. It's down on the ground. Yellow next, then red, and then I'm just going to do the blue. I'm sorry, Trish. That's what I did last time too. Anyway, I can get it done and put away, and that's exciting for me as well. Okay, guys, I will talk to you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching and liking and sharing and subscribing, and your patience has been wonderful. Greatly appreciate that. And I will get up the Busch Garden sightseeing video as soon as I can. It's, you know, Busch Gardens kind of just reminded me of like a elaborate zoo with shows. It was fun. We enjoyed ourselves very much. Not nearly as exhausting as SeaWorld was. We didn't have to walk the park back and forth to get to the shows. They have a tram. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.